phase in the history of West Bengal when people can actually say that the past 50 years was an aberration, or was it a nightmare? We don't know. But we know that we have a very, very long way to catch up. Losing 50 years is a very, very damaging prospect for any state. And I would like to compliment people like Mr. Roy, or Berger Paints, or many of the other industries who somehow battled on and stuck on despite overwhelming odds. I think they will be the foundation of what we will build in Bengal. It actually, to be hopeful about Bengal was at one level a journey of faith. Because at times it seemed that Bengal, West Bengal, was determined to make itself irrelevant from the rest of India. I used to use the saying that Bengal is determined to fall off the map of India. That was a terrible thing to happen. But yesterday when I was giving my reply for the budget address, I think whether it was a fit of midsummer madness or a fit of inspiration, I somehow said that in the next 4 years, we'll have the West Bengal will witness the highest growth rates in India. I think we can do it. First, we require an enabling government. We require an enabling government partly to sort out legislation, to sort out where we have not actually moved with the times. There have been vast areas where the world, and particularly India, was moving in one direction, the speed of a bullet train, and we were moving gently at the speed of a mail train. There were instances where in terms of sheer competitiveness, Assam and particularly Orissa, two of our neighboring states, I can say, single out, had outbid us quite decisively. And Orissa had become the favored destination for most people in Eastern India. I compliment Orissa for it. Certainly, it's something we must admire. But I think it falls upon us to actually now compete with them. It's not in any way a matter of, some people would say, how can you say we're going to compete with Orissa? Orissa is there and we are there. It's not that true any longer. We need to compete with Orissa. Orissa has done very well, and it's best to acknowledge what was done and what we haven't done. We have to create that enabling environment. Most important, but much more important than SOPs and everything else, is that we have to have an environment. We have to have an environment which is friendly towards enterprise, which is friendly towards innovation, and which is friendly towards business. That was heresy in Bengal some time ago. If you said you're pro-business, they thought you were nuts. Today, mercifully, I think most people in the state realize that unless we move, the alternative is for people to take a one-way ticket out of the state, and for Kolkata and places like that to be transformed into an old age home, which is what has happened in the past few years. We need to stop the complete criminalization of public life, which led to so many businesses running away. What happened in the 1960s, which led to, say for instance, the scion of one of the largest industrial houses departing and never returning to Bengal, was repeated in a different sort of manner in the past 10 years. So that decriminalization of public life has become a virtual necessity. But most important, we need. Yesterday, some people taunted us and said, oh, this is not a Bengal budget, this is a Delhi budget. This is not Vikshit Bengal, this is Vikshit Delhi. I concede that there was a disproportionate amount of assistance which we got from the centre. And the Prime Minister, the Finance Minister at the centre have been over generous in giving us what we need. But that was needed. My friend Rudra Chatterjee wrote an article saying it was a Marshall Plan. And I think it's not Marshall Plan merely because there was a centre, but it's also Marshall Plan because the object of investment was also a devastated area. So we need that support, we needed that support. But that support can tide us over momentarily. After that, we have to stand on our feet. And I think that's very important, to get our systems together, to get our act together, whereby we can do it. In this context, organizations like the Bengal Chamber will have a very, very important role to play. Because however much governments, we can organize a summit here and there, not summits in the old sort of way, but we can organize various business gatherings, etc., and sell ourselves aggressively. But in the end, it is going to be the word of mouth from people like you to other investors all over India which is going to matter. If people like you say, look, we're doing well, we've got a supportive government, we've got everything, it's getting back, only then will people look for it. Governments can only help in a very limited sort of way. We can be of assistance, we can say, please, we can encourage you. But ultimately, it's going to be people like you. You are going to be the brand ambassadors. And I think that we expect, or we hope, that you will fulfill that obligation. I believe it's an obligation. Just like we have an obligation, you too will have an obligation to look up to Bengal. And more than anything else, we have taken certain important initiatives in terms of reform. We're going to scrap the Land Ceiling Act, which has been a recurrent demand for as long as I can remember. We're going to make it easier for people who invest 1,000 crores plus to get over all those various clearances, etc. Those clearances which have been a source of irritation and which has been a source of blackmail. It's been both. We recognize that. We're going to try and give an immediate boost to the retail sector by making Kolkata open with some qualifications 24/7. We hope people like you can take up this challenge imaginatively. We're trying to create an environment. We're trying to open up cloud kitchen for women entrepreneurs. At the end of the day, some people will say, generous in giving up freebies. I keep hearing that. How is your commitment to reform so profound? The answer to that is very simple. We inherited a Bengal which was full of grievances. Everybody had a grievance. The state government employees had a grievance. Industry had a grievance. Ordinary housewives, ordinary householders had a grievance. It was just an unhappy state. From there, to try and give people and say, so work with some degree of pride. Okay, it's going to cost us a lot. It's going to strain the exchequer. But we believe that the growth trajectory which we've set will enable us to cover a lot of that. So we are banking on growth. It's a gamble. We are banking on growth, and we are banking on people like you to actually do your utmost to optimize yourself, to optimize your turnover, to optimize the returns which we get. We hope we have created a degree of compliance in terms of mining at least, which has been a source of great, what should I say? Mining has been an underground economy in this state. So we are optimistic on all these fronts, but ultimately we have created an environment where at least without any fear of recrimination, then we've gone wrong or you believe there's some other alternative strategies better. That environment of openness, which was lacking, and I think which resulted in many of the distortions in Bengal which we saw, I think we have been able to get that. So Bengal is back. It's back with a bang. It's capturing the interest all over the country. And I hope that Bengalis and all residents of West Bengal will take full advantage of it and actually prove to the country and to the world that we are special somewhere. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. It was a truly visionary address with a lot of practical inputs so that it's a workable plan at a strategic and operational level. Thank you very much, sir.